r/BossFight9 Defense Plan. Finger Laser Toy. This laser, though a children's toy, can become a devastating weapon with time. It only deals 1 damage and is more of a light show than a weapon, because it's a toy. Additionally, it has an extra safety feature of not being able to take anything below 1 health. However, the laser enchantment can be leveled up without limit, so you can make sure that even though you can't take things below 1 health, you can certainly take them to it. The more you level up the laser, the larger and more intricate the beam becomes. This, of course, goes without saying, though, because everyone knows that it's a universal law that the more powerful something is, the more flashy it becomes. Braden, 888 attack, 8,888 defense, 888 health, type, boss, just a guy. Braden is all but indestructible. He can survive bullets, explosions, collapsing buildings, etc. just fine. Of course, the bulk of his defense is due to his absurdly sturdy body, so if you find yourself in a skirmish with him, your best bet is soul attacks. Every man has his limits, though. If he were to take a direct hit from a meteor, for instance, he would not survive. But the chances of that happening are so low that we would be fools to consider it for even a second longer. Infinity Mug. This mug can generate colored liquid which grants the drinker temporary powers. Each color corresponds with a stone and has a set list of powers it can grant. Those powers are: Green Stone. Pause, slow, or speed up time for yourself or others and create save points you can travel back to. Purple Stone. Power boosts and physical boosts, plus the ability to absorb energy. Great to mix in with other colors. Blue Stone. Telekinesis, teleportation, portals, and flight. Yellowstone. Mind control, memory erasing, recovery and manipulation, mind swapping, and telepathy. Redstone. Reality warping. Orange Stone. Magical attacks, soul shield, healing, and telekinesis, and astral projection. The mug doesn't need to be supplied with energy, but it doesn't actually have an infinite supply either. It has a hefty bank, though, and it will refill over time. Ultra Mega Double Stuffed Squared Oreo. Any pack of Oreos has the chance to be the Ultra Mega Double Stuffed Squared version. The more cream in the Oreo it's supposed to be, the higher the chance. This goes for all flavors, not just original. Stumbling across one of these is a lucky break healing-wise, since, naturally, the cream heals more than the wafer. Damon. 350 attack, 600 defense. 1,000 health, type, boss, just a guy. Damon is a very high-level bender of light. He can summon and manipulate it, create things with it, including force fields, and use it to travel, to heal, and as magical attacks. He lives in California, working as a lighting and live visual effects guy for various studios. Bullet time. On top of being able to shoot both magical and traditional bullets, this gun has 2 time-related abilities. 1. Its namesake. Shooting this gun activates bullet time for the wielder. By default, it lasts 3 seconds after each shot, but it can be leveled up to go well beyond that. 2. I'll deal with you later. An ability that allows you to send someone or something forward in time if they get hit. This power is generally more expensive than the first, but how far you can reasonably afford to send them, of course, depends on the level of the power. Butterfly berries. This pretty rare type of strawberry tastes the same as a normal strawberry, but certainly does not act the same. Each berry usually heals somewhere between 20 and 50 health, and allows the consumer to fly for about 1 to 15 minutes, both depending on size. Even more rarely, a deep purple one will grow. These heal 40 to 80 health, allow the consumer to fly for 15 to 30 minutes, and give them butterfly wings. The wings design depends on what they're wearing and such, and/or their personal aesthetic. Balloon gear. Though it offers very little defense/damage, being made of balloons, this gear can prove to be invaluable in certain situations, since it grants the wearer/wielder slow falling and deals higher knockback. Slow falling stacks with each balloon item, so heavier beings can reap the rewards of the gear, they just need more of it. Jace, Bodybender. 100 attack, 200 defense, 750 health, type boss. Jace is a shapeshifter, but a limited one. He can't stray too far from his natural body. In this limitation, though, he thrives. On top of simply having his power at a high level, he has mastered it. Grow, shrink. Add an arm, subtract it. Think you just stabbed him? Look again. What a convenient hole in the center of his chest. He can do all of this with ease in the span of a few seconds. Forest's Masquerade. An artifact brought back from the Eternal Forest, this mask grants its wearer highly powerful earthbending. Earthbending includes control over everything from trees to stone and minerals. Plants are very easy to bend, stone and the like are on the harder side, and soil is snugly in between. Easy and hard are relative, mind you. The ease with which the mask's wearers can bend the earth surpasses most earth elementals. Shower pods. This pair of enchanted shower heads shoots water. You know, like shower heads are supposed to do. The differences, however, are the intense water pressure, that they don't need to be connected to a water source, and that they do a bit of soul damage too. But if they are given a water source, you can save the energy it takes to generate your own. Greg. 20 attack, 40 defense, 8,820 health, type healer. This pizza shop owner has the ability to summon the ultimate version of any food or drink. These items heal significantly more than the sum of their parts, and the amount that is depends on the level of the power. Of course, what the ultimate version of a food would be is subjective, and when he performs the powers with others, the outcome can be different due to the additional input. Note that this power is different from Guy Fieri's ability to summon large food, though there can certainly be some overlap. Ultimate Cookies. These cookies, made by Greg naturally, heal 100 HP each. If you're in his shop and want healing, though, you'll be much better off going with pizza and the like. However, he does stockpile the cookies and other desserts to sell to local stores and such, but he always makes the pizzas fresh. So, let's say, and I'm totally just pulling something random out of the air here, you were to find yourself in an apocalyptic situation. A fantastic place to loot would be Greg's Ultimate Pizza for those sweet, sweet, rejuvenating side treats. And actually, monumentally better than that would be having Greg as an ally. In this completely hypothetical apocalyptic situation. Of course, his powers would be way overkill for anything else. Infinity Glove, the world's most powerful universal remote. This Nintendo Power Glove TM allows the wearer to use nearly any piece of technology simply by thinking. It can be used for something small, like writing a tweet, or something huge, like making a game. Either way, using the Infinity Glove is much faster. The speed is fantastic, but an even greater perk of the glove is that it can be used to create things you have floating around in your head but don't quite have the skill to make yet, like a drawing or music, for instance. Flintlock Scattershot. Plundered from a treasure chest found in a sea cave on the Californian coast, this pistol is great when battling fast enemies and/or large numbers of them. Bullets can either be normal or magical, and they're generated when shot. The gun's reloaded by providing it with magical energy, or you can just let it refill idly. The idle refill is quite fast, but probably not fast enough if you're in battle. You can also skip the bullets and just shoot lasers. Death's Earrings. Wearing these earrings makes your eyes glow a bright, light blue, gives you an aura of the same color, and a larger, chilly aura. Beyond the aesthetic, they give you hovering, telekinesis, magical attacks, scythe summoning, and the ability to briefly become incorporeal. Its energy bank is large, idly refills at a decent pace, and the powers are cheap, so you don't have to worry much about running out of power. Powerful items like this, the Infinity Mug, Forest Masquerade, and so on are being found and made much more frequently these days, and it's making some people nervous for the future. Galaxy Bloom. This rare flower grants some well-leveled up powers, plus some exquisite cosmetics. For powers, it grants hovering, telekinesis, gravity manipulation, portals, and space-themed magical attacks. For cosmetics, it makes your eyes windows into some nice part of space and gives you a purple aura with little white particles within. The aura is toggleable while the eyes are not. These cosmetics apply to the powers too. There's no set length for how long it lasts since it heavily depends on how you use its abilities. Once it's out of energy, though, it turns gray and is out for good. Galaxy Necklace. However, you can use the flower to create a more permanent item. Well, probably not you specifically, but someone with the power to enchant. They can simply copy all the flower's abilities, plus the ability to recharge, and apply them to another item. In this case, the item is a necklace, and the enchanter is Kazuki. Note that this is a bit different from just enchanting the necklace with the same abilities from scratch, because the copied enchantments come at a quite high energy discount. Elon Musk. 15 attack, 25 defense, 200 health, type Elon Musk. While he doesn't have any powers, that doesn't change the fact that he's still Elon Musk. He has a huge bunker that's very well stocked with great and/or powerful items, weapons, armors, etc., both magical and otherwise. All of this makes him much more equipped than pretty much anyone with powers for anything, really. Experimental computer drink. Taking a swig of this substance temporarily installs Windows 95 on your brain. It comes with a free and automatic internet connection too. You can control it through thought and/or interacting with the holographs. You can display tabs, your homepage, and a keyboard on floating holographs around you, and toggle whether everyone or just you can see them. How long the state lasts depends on how much you drink. Just try not to install a virus or something. Miner's Delight. Consuming this item heals around 250 and temporarily grants the ability to control and summon rocks and minerals. Additionally, it allows you to turn your body into those same materials at no cost to movement. Just like the Galaxy Bloom, how long the bar lasts depends on how you use the powers. When it runs out, though, you lose the powers and your body reverts back to normal, if applicable. The universal law of sealed containers of soda. They explode when punctured. And you can weaponize it. Cosmic Flooring. When jumped into, this extremely rare type of flooring will take you wherever you want in the solar system, as long as that place is floored. Roads, sidewalks, and the like do count as floors. It's just bare natural ground that doesn't work. It only activates in the dark, so if you happen to have some in your house, try not to forget about it when you get up for that 3 a.m. water. It doesn't exactly provide a way back. Meat Man. 25 attack, 75 defense, 350 health, type healer. Meat Man make meat. What more you want from Meat Man? But really, Meat Man is a perfectly nice guy who really isn't too caveman-like. He can summon cooked meat, but it's much easier for him to summon it raw, and so that's what he usually does. The Golden Kazoo. This powerful kazoo allows anyone who plays it to use the musician power, the ability to make music played have effects on listeners. Like always, the effects have to be at least slightly related to the song, and their potency varies some from person to person depending on how much they like the music. Health Potions. These labelless vials can be found in nearly any retail store with refrigerators. They come in 3 sizes, which heal 50, 150, and 300 HP respectively. Lastly, each one has an equal chance of being strawberry, cherry, watermelon, or tomato, but the color is always the same, and as previously mentioned, there's no label. Now, generally, it's not strictly legal to sell labelless vials of liquid with no discernible origin, but after thousands of ever self-restocking vials of red liquid had been confiscated with no side effects whatsoever found, governments around the world just kinda shrugged and gave up on it. KFB, Kentucky Fried Bunker. This large, well-fortified underground KFC is well-stocked and ready for anything that may come its way. Ready for most things that may come its way, at least. All the supplies from food to weapons to bedding is KFC branded. That's not particularly important. If you need the bunker, you'll take what you can get. But I just figured you should know about that. The Lone Soldier. 350 attack, 555 defense, 5,000 health, type boss. Not much at all is known about this person, except that they seem to have technokinesis. They don't speak, and they keep their visor down when on the ground. It's not even clear if they're an actual soldier or not. They can usually be seen flying around the western United States on their oddly fast drone, looking for anywhere they can help. AI's Bane. Found in a recently discovered, seemingly ancient underground temple that's oddly themed after modern technology, this spear deals HP damage to sentient AI. This means that sentient AI has cyber health? A fact that both doesn't make sense and was also completely useless until now? Pyramid computer. Another thing found in the same temple is this computer. Inside is a normal computer, and the outside is mostly cosmetic. But despite this, it runs abnormally fast with nothing able to slow it down thus far. The only conclusions to be made is that it's either an enchantment or the shape that causes it to run so fast. And, contrary to all reason, it turns out that it's definitely the shape. This computer runs at the same speeds as the one found in the temple, but was made with completely new parts and no enchantments. Hot Wheels computer. Or, instead of making your computer into a triangle or whatever, you can just use some alchemy to make a less fast but much more cool Hot Wheels computer. Works for mobile devices too. Woahdude. 1000 AOE, 750 Protect, 3500 cyber health, type boss. This formidable wobot was discovered dormant when someone peeked in a broom closet beside the elevator. For defense, everything about it is both naturally tough and enchanted to be even more so. For offense, it has a gun, which can shoot fire, electricity bolts, magical bullets, and bullets. Additionally, it can summon and bend electricity, which can be used both offensively and defensively. The Past Protection. These are your average, well-stocked bunkers, but with a twist. There's one in each country, and they're divided into many large segments. Each segment is themed after an era that, more or less, directly led to that country's present, and the supplies that area has corresponds to the era. For instance, the American bunker's earliest era, and all other bunkers' earliest era for that matter, is the Stone Age, while its latest era would be the mid-2010s. Forest Defense. This fleet of tanks kinda just appeared in this forest at some point in the recent past, already weathered and overgrown. Consulting a seer on the matter revealed that the tanks are enchanted to protect not just their forest, but any forest they can. And to do this, they're given earth powers and the ability to shoot dirt, stone, water, and plant matter. They could not, however, see anything about the tank's origin. Joyride. As long as it's not too far, this car can get you where you want to go in record time. Just don't expect to be able to use it twice or to complete the ride unscathed. Dave. 160 attack, 20 defense, 100 health, type mini-boss. Like the Lone Soldier, Dave has technokinesis. But, unlike them, Dave has an easier time forming and controlling hardware, while the Lone Soldier's domain is software. He uses this power to make all kinds of contraptions, with an affinity for ones that include fire in some way. An example of this is, of course, his flame swords, which he nearly always uses when in battle. And that wraps up this video. I'll see you in the next one, which should be Psych, it's combo time. Gourmet Ultimate Foods. Greg plus Gordon Ramsay. This combo power takes Greg's ultimate foods, gives them higher quality ingredients and such, and makes them heal even more. A simple combo, but a great one nonetheless. You may be thinking, but narrator, wouldn't the ultimate foods already be as gourmet as they can be? And to that I say, you are a fool. Do you not think that Gordon Ramsay would know about ingredients, spices, sauces, and better ways to cook that you could never even dream of without him showing you the light? Miner's Brew, Health Potion plus Miner's Delight. This liquid offers the same abilities as a Miner's Delight, though a bit more powerful, and heals 550 HP. Combining these two items isn't the only way to get a hold of this item, however. It can also be found inside certain purple and clear crystals deep underground. Electric Hammer. Dave plus hammer. Any hammer. A hammer you can plug into the wall to get some sweet electric damage. If only those enemies would just get a little closer. Yeah, that's it. Now maybe the cord can You just unplugged it. Crystal of Earth and Sky. Galaxy Bloom plus Miner's Delight. This crystal grants its wielder the abilities that both of its parts grant, plus it has a larger energy bank that's actually rechargeable. There are no downsides. Refreshing Butterberry Jam. Butterfly Berry plus Health Potion. Like Miner's Brew, this jam grants a better, longer version of the Butterfly Berry's abilities, as well as the combined healing of the two items. And that is the actual end of this video. I will see you in the next one, which should be kinda, somewhat, sorta soon, which will be r/bossfight 10 Apocalypse.